It's Carla. It's Tuesday, in case you weren't sure what day it is. It's about 6:15. So thanks for hanging out and waiting for me to get here. I've been chatting a lot tonight. So I don't know if anybody watched this little video I did this morning. If not, that's totally cool. But I was talking about how that the longer we have these challenges that we're facing right now, people are starting to get frustrated and angry, and it's okay to have those feelings. It's definitely okay to have those feelings. And maybe we should figure out what to do with those feelings, because anger isn't a feeling that you can really do anything with. You got to find an outlet to let go of how that feels inside your body. So I don't know if anyone follows Tara Brach. She is an amazing woman. She does lots of podcasts and recorded meetings and things like that. So she is amazing. She does meditations. But one of the concepts she goes over and over again, it's called RAIN. It means to recognize. So take a moment and realize how you feel. What is the feeling that you have in your body? What's going on? There's a duck outside the window. Recognize how you feel at this moment. Maybe you feel rage, maybe you feel frustration, maybe you feel anger at the situation. One of the things I talked about this morning is that we can't control COVID. It's controlling us right now. And we're in this as the world. It's not our town, our city, our state, our continent. It's the entire world. So we're not alone in this. Things may get worse before they get better. But let's all try to be patient and love one another. So, getting back to Tara Brach, it's the RAIN concept. First, recognize how you feel. Whatever it is, recognize how you feel. And then allow yourself to feel this. Complete allowance of saying, this is how I feel right now. Just allow yourself to feel that. And then investigate. Investigate how you feel with curiosity and gentleness. Maybe find the root of why you feel the way you do. Is there something in you that, perhaps from your childhood, you automatically react a certain way? So investigate with that patience, and also with that, what is the core belief inside you of that feeling? Is that something that you're not allowed to feel? Something that you believe is a wrong feeling? Something that's not acceptable for a man or a woman, a grown-up? It's the core belief of how you feel. And then investigate a little bit further, that curiosity, and find out, how does it feel in your body? So we recognize how we feel. We allow ourselves to feel it. Investigate how it feels, and then I want you to think about how it feels in your body. How is it manifesting itself? Do you feel it in one part of your body or another? Connect to that embodied experience of how you feel. And then finally, to nurture yourself. Nurture yourself with compassion. Thich Nhat Hanh will say, darling, it's okay to feel this way. Perhaps you look in the mirror, perhaps you close your eyes and you see yourself. And with compassion you say, it's okay. This feeling will not last forever. Maybe you look at yourself in the mirror and you just say, I love you. Just, I love you. Tonight's class will have a little bit of giggles in it, so go ahead. If you have a block or a book or something, it doesn't need to have any weight to it, just something that you can hold between your arms. And then maybe when we're coming to legs up the wall, if you want to have it beneath your tailbone, or even a blanket or pillow, to have that. So let's go ahead and we're going to start on our backs. So make your way onto your back. And take a moment and scan your body. Scan how it feels within your body to be here on the floor in a restful position. And then all the places that your body is connected to this earth. Maybe you find those places where you are feeling some tension, where the emotions have taken over and are holding on to your body. And then roll over your shoulders. So roll your shoulder heads down towards the floor. Almost feel a little space opening up across your collarbones. Maybe wiggle your hips a little bit so that your buttocks settle in. And relax your inner thighs. And relax your legs. And feel for just one moment that complete and total peace. There is nothing expected of you. For the next hour, this is all about you. There's no requirements. You do you, and you do yourself the best you can. From here, draw both knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins, and maybe rock left and right. Feeling if there's any tension across your shoulders or your neck or your back, something you can leave behind. And then bring your arms by your sides, extend your feet up towards the sky, and we're just gonna kick and shake and wiggle and shimmy your legs. Just as if you've got tension, whatever feels right for you. Just be goofy and silly with it. Like you're throwing a little tantrum and you're just letting it all go. It's your body, you know what feels right. Legs together, legs wide, shaking them, kicking, whatever feels good. Beautiful. And then straighten your legs and reach them up. The first pose we're going to come into is called dead bug. So you're just going to reach your arms straight up towards the sky. So your fingertips are above your shoulders. Heels are lifted up. And I want you to think about cementing your entire spine along the floor. So dropping your belly down. Again, rolling the shoulders down towards the floor, but keep reaching the fingertips forward. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Beautiful. And then very, very slowly, you're going to reach your arms over your head and slowly drop your legs down to the floor. And then find your block, and we're going to put your block between your hands over your head. Perfect. So reaching your arms up, so reaching in opposite directions. I'd like you to flex your feet. So toes pointing up. Beautiful. And then from here, you're gonna roll onto your left side. So towards the step, holding on to the block. This is gonna be a change in balance. So we're gonna focus on the core here. So you can release the block and you're gonna kind of come into Vishnu's couch. So you're gonna take your right foot, you're gonna bend your knee, and you're gonna slide your foot up towards your knee, and you're gonna kind of come into a tree on your side. You're gonna put your left hand underneath to prop up your head, and then your right hand is gonna come to your hip. So you're gonna waver here. You're gonna find losing your balance. So make sure that you have a nice straight line. So you're not like a fish, but you're more like a stick from your, so it's all, this is a lot of core workout. Yeah. There you go. Beautiful. Now pause here. Find out where you're unbalanced. And you're tipping. And then from here, you're going to take your right fingertips and you're going to grab your right toe, coming into like a yogi toe lock. And then if you like, you can extend your leg to the best of your abilities. Again, focusing on keeping on that side. It's hard. There's a lot of work here. And then letting go of that toe. Keep the leg extended up. Slowly, on the count of 6, we're going to lower that leg down. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now roll back onto your back. Extend your arms up over your head with your block, reaching up. So again, press your heels long. Reach your fingertips way, way, way far away from your heels. And now we're going to roll on to the other side. So first, holding this as you're reaching both arms up, you're going to bend your top leg, bringing your foot to your knee, coming into your tree pose here. And then bringing your right hand underneath your ear and your left hand on your hip, coming into Vishnu's couch. And challenging the balance. Maybe wiggling left and right. Make sure you, again, are that stick and not the fish. And then grabbing your big toe with your left hand, extending your leg if it feels right for you. Feeling this in your hips. And then releasing your grasp and slowly lower the leg. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come onto your back again. Come into Baddha Konasana, so bringing your feet together, knees nice and wide. Maybe you bring your hands to the tops of your thighs. Yep. And relax. Relax your hips. Relax your shoulders. And then lifting your feet up. Grabbing hold of your feet, keeping your legs nice and wide, your knees nice and wide. Feeling this in your hips. Drawing the knees together, bringing the knees towards your chest. Again, making that nice little ball, rolling on your spine. Finding a little softness. And then we're going to rock and roll up to a seated position. And from here, we're going to make our way into all fours. Find a few cows and cats. Softening your spine, relaxing your back. And then curling your toes, lifting your hips, coming into your downward dog. This downward dog, walking out the knees, pressing the heel, one then the other, down towards the floor. And then as if you're walking a tightrope, I want you to step one foot in front of the other till you come to a forward fold at the top of your mat. Soft bend in the knees. Can you release your shoulders? Let your arms grow heavy. Maybe coming into ragdoll, opposite fingers to opposite elbows. Let the head get heavy. Lift your tailbone just a little bit. There you go. And then surrender to gravity. Let it all go. From here, let's inhale to a halfway lift. Pause for just one moment. And exhale, let it all go. Now let's shake out those arms, the same thing we do with our legs. Whatever feels good. There you go. And then letting all the breath go, and your next inhale, root to rise all the way up towards the sky. And bring your hands to your heart. Taking a moment, this is where you're going to nurture yourself. You're going to allow yourself to feel whatever you feel. You're going to allow yourself to be just as you are. Not comparing yourself to what you think you should look like. No one looks like the Instagram. You are amazing, phenomenal, just how you are. Big inhale here, reach your arms all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back, bring your knee to the floor. And bring your heart and your chest up as you reach your arms up towards the sky. Bring your fingertips down towards the floor, and then you slide your hips back, straightening your front leg. Folding forward, seeing how that feels in your hips. Then rolling forward again, planting your hands, step your left foot behind you, finding plank, slowly lower yourself all the way down to the floor, either knees, chest, chin. Beautiful. Find your cobra or your upward dog. If you're finding that cobra, press those toes into the earth. And then we'll meet in downward dog. Again, walking out that dog. Let's find our community inhale. So we're not close, but we're still a community. So everybody take a nice, big, beautiful inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. We're going to tightrope walk up to the front again, but this time start with a non-natural foot. And we'll meet at the top of the mat in that forward fold. Let it all go. Shake out those arms. Let's inhale, root to rise all the way up towards the sky. Hands towards your heart. How do you want to feel? No one wants to feel sad. How would you like to feel? Let's make that a little seed that we're going to press into your heart, and with every breath, we're going to give a little love, a little breath to grow. How do you want to feel? Drop your hands by your sides. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot back, bring your knee to the floor. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Opening out, feeling this in your hips, your shoulders, your chest. Take a moment and exhale. Bring your fingertips towards the floor and roll back, extending that right leg, straightening the leg. Folding forward if that feels good. Pay attention to how it feels in your hips. Then bring your hands forward, frame the foot, step back, and find your flow. For the rest of the class, you can do something different every single solitary time. You can come into child's pose, upward dog, cobra, 10 push-ups if you like, whatever works for you. Take a big breath in, exhale, walk to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right foot back. Keep the knee lifted, reach your chest up and forward, lifting yourself up into a high lunge. Breathing, beautiful crescent shape here. Exhale, hands come down, frame the foot, step your right foot forward, coming into forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step your left foot back. Find that high lunge. Exhale, plant your hands, step forward, step both feet back, and go through your flow. Meet in downward dog. Big inhale here. Walk your feet to the top of the mat. Exhale, letting it all go. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back. High lunge. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back, find your flow. Meet in downward dog. Big inhale. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Find your high lunge. Pause. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands, step your right foot, step both feet back and go through your flow. Meet in downward dog. Paddle out your feet. Roll forward into plank. Move your right hand to the center of the mat. Sweep your left arm up towards the sky, coming into side plank. Pause. Find the power. Reach your fingertips up towards the sky. Connect with the earth. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Lower yourself all the way down to the floor. Find cobra. Downward dog. Roll forward into plank again. Plant your left hand in the center. Sweep your right arm up towards the sky. Side plank. Exhale, hands come down towards the floor. Meet in downward dog. Breathe. Refocus. Center. Send your right heel up towards the sky. Beautiful. Reaching up, holding. Step forward, step your right foot forward, coming into warrior two. Yeah, beautiful. Rolling those shoulders onto the back. Press both feet equally into the earth. Feel connected. How does it feel in your body? Turn your front palm up. Find your peaceful warrior. Finding the bind or sliding that arm down the leg. Keeping the knee right above the ankle. Nice and strong. Think about drawing the inner thighs together. Feel the energy here. Beautiful. Then extending your arms parallel with the horizon. Find your side angle. So right elbow comes to the top of the thigh. Reach your left arm up. Beautiful. Pretend there's a soft breeze blowing across the front of your left shoulder. So maybe your gaze goes upward and you find a little bit of a twist. Gorgeous. Perfect. Rise back up to warrior two. Beautiful. Find your peaceful warrior. Flip the palm up, reaching up. Now straighten your front leg. Reverse triangle. Again, plug your feet into the earth. Imagine that you are a conduit of energy. Then bring your arms parallel with the earth again. And let's come into triangle. So reaching forward, forward, forward. And then tick-tock down. Drop the right hand down towards the knee, the shin, the ankle. Think of stacking the shoulders. And let's slowly rise back up. Turn all 10 toes towards the front. Arms nice and wide. And then interlace your fingers behind your back. We're going to slowly forward fold with a flat back, lifting your fingertips away from your bum. Now when you're doing this, I want you to relax your neck and let your head get heavy. And maybe today you can't barely lift your fingertips away from your bum. The more you do this, the more you'll open up those shoulders. What's happening here is you're really tight across the back and you're really tight across the front. So you've got less space in the front and too much space in the back. So we're trying to soften that area up. Can you feel that tension that you're holding in that space? Release your hands, bring them down towards the floor. Clench your right hand, sweep your left arm up towards the sky. Again, can you stack the shoulders? Draw your belly button toward your spine. Can you press into your heels and bring your bumps a little bit behind your heels? If you need to use your block, it's okay, or just take a pause. And then slowly we're going to switch. So bring the left hand down towards the floor and sweep the right arm up towards the sky. Can you feel the integrity in your core here, the power and the strength in your belly? Gorgeous. One more breath as we hold here. And then bring the hands down towards the floor. Just let yourself get heavy. Maybe you walk your fingertips closer down between your heels towards your feet. Again, whatever feels good to you. Shake out your head. Now here we're going to toe heel the feet and we're going to come into a horse stance. We haven't done this one in a couple weeks, so let's engage those legs again. So knees over ankles. Perfect. Turn the feet up and then lifting yourself up. And we're going to come into the moon goddess. So bringing your elbows and your knees in balance. Like so. And from here, can you just bounce a little bit? Lifting up your chest. So think of lifting up your chest, Nice and slow, control the movement, gorgeous. Love it. And pause. You know where we're going from here. We're gonna lift the left heel. So we're gonna try not to move anything from the torso on up. Beautiful. So lift the left heel 5 times. Drop and slowly lift 4 more times. And try to keep your torso in your head, not moving at all. So this is all coming from your hip. There you go. 3 more times. You got this. And let's come to the other side. This is getting hard on your knees. Just lift yourself up a little bit. If it's not that hard, then drop yourself down. Challenge yourself, make it harder. You got it. One more time. And then forward fold. Shake out the arms, wiggle the legs. Scooch your boochie. And then slowly let's extend your arms out like airplane wings and rise back up. We're going to come into Warrior 2 facing the opposite direction. There you go. Perfect. Nice and strong. And then turning the front palm up, find your reverse warrior, your peaceful warrior. Power and strength. This is such an amazing pose. I love this. Come back to Warrior 2. Find a supported side angle, so your elbow on top of your knee, reach your right arm up towards the sky. And extend over your ear if you like. Beautiful. Rise back up, finding that Warrior 2. Find your peaceful warrior again. Bring that palm up, reaching up. Finding the bind if you like. And then bring your arms parallel. Wait, I'm sorry. Stay right where you are. Straighten your front leg. Gorgeous. Now this is where I want you to feel that energy coming from your feet. Draw the inner thighs together. Get some energy and some power. Engaging those legs. And then bring the arms parallel with the earth. And this is where you're going to reach to the back as far as you can. Reach, reach, reach. Opening up that left side body. The right side body. And then drop your hand down towards your shin, your ankle. Maybe you've got the flexibility to bring it towards the floor. But I want you to find this with integrity. Make sure that your shoulders and your knees are in a line. So you're not folding down towards the floor because you're trying to open up the side body. Beautiful. And then from here, let's rise back up. Find your Warrior 2. And from here, we're going to find extended side angle. So either bringing your elbow to your knee or bringing your hand down towards the floor. Extend your top arm up and over, reaching towards the back. So the bicep's going to come along the ear. And you make this fantastic, gorgeous line from the outside of your foot along your hip, your body to your fingertips. And you're using your core to hold you up. Breathe. You got this. And then let's rise back up. Turn all 10 toes towards the front. Lovely. Again, interlace the fingers behind the back. Rolling out the shoulders. Draw the knuckles down towards the floor. Lifting up the chest. Rolling out the neck. Can you breathe? Can you just feel like all the muscles in your body right now are sagging off of your bones? And you are softening. Forward fold all the way down. Release your hands down towards the floor. Toe heel your feet into horse stance again. So knees over ankles. Depending on how you turn your feet out is how you challenge yourself for your balance. Now lifting up your arms, coming into those angel wings. Think of drawing your shoulder blades together, lifting up your chest, maybe drawing your pelvis forward just a little bit to engage a little bit more in your inner thighs. We're going to lift both heels 10 times. Again, not trying to move anything from the waist on up. So ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold, let it go. Do whatever you want. You're the yogi. You know what your body is thinking. Oh, that looks good. That feels good. And then slowly let's rise all the way back up. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Lift your gaze up. And then make your way to warrior two facing the front. Again, from here we're going to find that side angle. So make it as challenging as you want. Maybe you bring your elbow to the top of your thigh. Maybe your fingertips touch the floor. Maybe just reach the top arm up towards the sky, or you reach the extended angle so you're reaching forward, bring the bicep by the ear. Again, can you turn a little bit so your chest is facing upward? Breathe into that heart. Let the sun come in and spine all the darkness. And then exhale, bring your hands down to the floor. And go through your flow. Step back. At the end of your flow, just drop back into child's pose for a moment to reset. In this child's pose, can you reach your arms forward but turn your thumbs up and out, so rotating your palms upward? How does that feel in your shoulders? How does that feel on your neck? Can you mentally take whatever that pain that you've been holding or that feeling that is not serving you and let it flow from your shoulders into your palms? And as your palms are open, it just flows away. Turn your palms down and press yourself back into your downward dog. Roll forward into plank. Scoot your right hand towards the center. Find your side plank as you lift your left arm up towards the sky. Pause. You got this. This is your power and your strength. If you need to, you can always drop your knee, your bottom knee to the floor. Exhale, come to center. Bring both hands down towards the floor, and we're going to go straight to the other side. Scoot the right arm up towards the sky. Gorgeous. And then bring both hands down towards the floor. Beautiful. From here, you're going to press into your downward dog. Extend your right leg up towards the sky. Step forward, find your warrior one. Here we're going to come into a humble warrior. So reach your arms back behind you, interlacing your fingers. Feet are nice and wide. You're going to lift up your chest, draw your knuckles down towards the floor, and we're going to fold forward, bringing your belly onto the inside of your right thigh. So your right shoulder's on the inside of your knee. Let's see if you can lift your knuckles away from the floor. Draw the crown of your head forward. Find length in your spine. Surrender. Beautiful. Bring both hands down towards the floor. Step your left foot forward, coming into forward fold. Let it all go. Inhale, root to rise, reach all the way up towards the sky. Just bring your hands to your heart. Do you want to do eagle, tree, or figure four? Figure four? All right, tonight we're going to try figure four. So we're going to reach our arms up towards the sky. Sweep your hands down to your heart and then drop your hips down and back, coming into Uttanasana. We're going to make our way here. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to pause, put all your weight into your right leg, and just lift up your right leg. So all your weight is in your left, so just pick up your right leg, so kind of like a little flamingo. Maybe bend your knee and lift it a little bit higher so you can bring your heel towards your bum. There you go, you're the cutest little flamingo. And then exhale, bring your right foot down, forward fold. Wake up those quads a little bit there. Inhale, let's root to rise again. Hands to heart center, drop the hips down and back into Uttanasana, putting all your weight into your right foot. Lift the left toes just off the floor, and then we're going to lift the leg up. So lifting up the knee, bringing the foot towards the bum, keep dropping the right knee down towards the floor. Lift your chest just a little bit, there you go. Flatten your back, draw your belly button towards your spine. And then both feet towards the floor, let it go. Root to rise, let it all go, reach up towards the sky. Drink it in, draw some sun and some love towards that feeling that you want to leave with, that you want to end the class with. Bring the hands to the heart. Drop your hips down and back into that Uttanasana. Some are going to lift up the right leg. We're going to bring the right ankle to the top of the left knee. Draw the right knee down towards the floor, finding that figure four, and dropping your hips down and back. Can you lift up your chest? I want you to tuck your tailbone in just a little bit. Like, tip your pelvis forward, and then draw your belly button toward your spine and keep lifting up your chest. Continue dropping those hips down and back. Focusing on that one small focal point. Beautiful. Slowly lift the ankle off the knee. Bring the foot to the floor. Forward fold. Make your feet as wide as the mat. Sweep left and right. Find your Smathalaphagisthasana. Yes, I made that up. What you do on one side, you gotta do it on the other side. So toe heel the feet back together. Shake out the arms, roll the shoulders. Let's do it again. Root to rise, all the way up. High hands to heart center, drop the hips down and back. Putting all your weight into your right foot this time. Lifting up the left, put the left foot on top of the right knee. Opening up that pelvis as you draw the left knee down towards the floor, and then drop your hips. Again, think about tipping the pelvis just a little bit. Want you to engage the lower part of your back when you do that. Draw the belly button towards the spine. There you go. Lifting your gaze up. Gorgeous. Do whatever you need to do with your arms. Drop your hips just a smidge. Yes. Power. That power's all in that right foot. One more breath. We can do this. We can do hard things. Beautiful. Then lift that knee up, take the foot off, and then bring both feet to match and forward fold. Make your feet as wide as you like again. Moving those hips. Let it go. Plant your hands. Step back to plank. Again, place your right hand in the center. Find your side plank. Reaching the left arm up towards the sky. Engage the core. It's a nice, beautiful line. Gorgeous. And you can always bring the right knee down towards the floor. And then let's come to the other side. Plant your left hand in the center. Sweep your right arm up towards the sky. Engage the core here. You've got this. Both hands down towards the floor. Lower all the way down. We're going to come into Shavasana. So extend your arms back behind you. Reach your fingertips back. You can come onto your right or your left cheek. Just take a breath here. And I want you to think that your rib cage is light. You can feel it lifting up a little bit off the floor right now. Imagine there's little fingers pulling your toes long back behind you. And then as if you're bringing the inner thighs and the knees and the calves together, maybe you're creating a mermaid's tail or a scorpion. Press into your pelvis, lift your legs up off the floor. And then peel your heart and chest up and forward. Lift your arms up off the floor, and can you reach your palms up towards the ceiling? And then can you reach your fingertips back towards your toes? Softening your neck. We're lifting with the sternum. Draw the shoulder blades together on your back. Reach those fingertips back towards the heels like you want them to touch. They're all going back behind you. One more breath. And then release, surrender to the floor. Come on your opposite cheek. Let it go. And then let's prepare again. So you can decide if you want to have a tail or if you'd like to have your feet as wide as the mat. If you want to make that more challenging, you decide. And let's start with our chest this time. So gaze comes forward, and think of drawing the collarbones forward and pressing into your pelvis as you lift up your heart and chest. Now lift up your legs long behind you, reaching the toes long, lifting your hands up. So let's turn so that your palms are facing up, and then think of drawing your thumbs towards each other behind your back. Again, soften the neck. Can you widen out your sternum just a little bit? Beautiful. One more breath here. And then exhale. Come down. Bending your knees, bring your feet up towards the sky. Let them fall left and right in the sky. And then very simply, using your arms, you're just going to flip yourself onto your back. So we're going to kind of come into that same figure four. So bring your right ankle to the top of your left knee. Draw the right knee away from you. And if you sneak your fingers behind your left calf, or left thigh, reach those arms between that keyhole and draw the thigh towards your chest. How does it feel in your hip? Do you need a little bit of push from your fingertips to your elbow to open up the right hip a little bit? Does that feel better? And then we talked about investigating. I'd like you to investigate what it feels like to extend the left leg up towards the sky. Maybe you flex the foot, maybe you make some circles. Be curious about how this all feels. Be gentle with the limitations that you may have. And then maybe you slowly drop that heel down toward your bum. Does that change how you feel? Is it better? Is it worse? Is it just different? And then bring your feet back down towards the earth. Let the knees sway left and right, loosening up your hips. And then let's just come into figure 4 on the other side. So bring your left ankle to the top of your right knee. Reach those arms into that little keyhole that you've created, grabbing the back of your right thigh. Draw the top of your thigh towards the chest. And then investigate, get curious. Be intrigued with your body. Maybe you extend the right leg up towards the sky. Find those same ankle rolls. Relax your head. There you go. And then get curious. What happens when you bend the leg? Bring it towards your bum. What's happening in your left hip? Do you need a little extra something to feel that you've crossed a barrier? Connect your mind with the embodiment of the experience. And then unwind the legs, bring the feet down towards the earth. Toe heel your feet as wide as your mat. From here, can you just tip both knees towards your left? And then can you bring your left ankle to the top of your right knee? You can extend your arms out. Turn your gaze the opposite direction. And again, being curious about how this feels in your hip. Maybe you move your right foot to either add or take away some of the tension. Nourishing yourself with compassion. Experiencing how you're feeling. Not running away from it. Standing up and acknowledging it. And bring both feet down towards the floor. Bring knees towards the center. We're slowly going to drop them off to the other side. So feet are as wide as the mat. And then you're going to bring both knees to the right. And then the right ankle comes on top of the left knee. So basically what you're doing with the right foot is just taking things just a little bit further, investigating a little bit deeper. How does that translate to how you feel or what emotions are in your body? What does your body need? How can you sense what your body needs? And then come back to center. Draw the knees in. Show them some love, so show them some compassion. And then I invite you to add any pose that you feel you need. Just as you can do this pose here at the end of this class, you can do this pose anytime during the day. Maybe you feel you need legs at the wall, or a bridge, or a very careful shoulder stand, fish, whatever it is. I invite you to find whatever that pose is that's calling to you, that feels right. Knowing you can go up against the wall if you want to do legs up the wall. And then prepare for your final Shavasana. If you want to stay right where you are, please do. Remember at the beginning of class we talked about rain. Recognize how you feel. Be aware. Investigate. Be curious about the feelings. Be gentle with yourself. Nurture. If you're finding it challenge just to lie here and do nothing, remember you're breathing. working. Your being. Stay in this Shavasana as long as you need. Remember to live with love, with grace, patience. May you be happy. May you be at peace. And may you be loved. Namaste, my lovelies.